First, our top story tonight, President Trump and Ukrainian President Volodymyr Zelenskyy wrapping up their face-to-face meeting at Mar-a-Lago, working on a potential peace deal. The president saying there's no set deadline. He just wants the nearly 4-year-long war to end. According to Zelenskyy, around 90% of his 20-point peace plan has been approved, with a couple of sticking points still up in the air.
We could be very close. There are one or two very thorny issues, very tough issues, but I think we're doing very well. We've made a lot of progress today.
Well, President Trump also speaking with Russian President Vladimir Putin ahead of this crucial meeting, adding that he believes these negotiations are in their final stages. But when a deal will be secured and agreed upon still remains unknown. A lot to unpack here tonight. And NewsNation's Libby Dean is live outside of Mar-a-Lago with the very latest tonight. Libby.
Natasha, after a day of diplomacy really at the highest level between President Trump and Ukrainian President Zelenskyy, President Trump now saying a deal to end the war between Russia and Ukraine is closer than ever.
I really believe we're probably, Mr. President, by far closer than ever before with both parties.
While it seems progress was made during those hours-long meeting, there's no done deal here. And President Trump himself saying there's the potential of no deal at all and the fighting to continue there. Now, also, President Trump saying Ukrainian officials discussed nearly all details in this proposed 20-point peace plan. And the, quote, thorniest of them all is what territory each side is willing to cede to the other. Of course, Russia occupying parts of eastern Ukraine since its invasion. The other thorny issue here, likely those security guarantees for Ukraine to ensure that Russia doesn't invade Ukraine again. Now, of course, this all coming as those attacks from Russia into Ukraine continued, launched just a day before this meeting. Despite that, President Trump starting his day speaking with President Putin on the phone and saying that he doesn't anticipate a ceasefire during these negotiations.
I saw a very interesting President Putin today. I mean, he wants to see it happen. He wants to see it. He told me very strongly. I believe him.
Now, what comes in the weeks ahead here is not only President Trump speaking with Russia's President Putin again, but these working groups that President Trump spoke about today between the U.S., the Russians, and the Ukrainians. From the U.S. side, we're expecting Trump's envoy, Steve Witkoff, and his son-in-law, Jared Kushner, to really be making the push here in these final negotiations in the weeks ahead. Natasha.
Yeah, NewsNation's Libby Dean with that reporting tonight. Thank you.
Thank you for watching. Subscribe below and download our NewsNation app right now on your phone, and you will get fact-based, unbiased news for all Americans.